Hello, my name is Ilona and today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024 and I want to ask, I hopefully that the sound will be better now. There was a lot of noise distortions going on in my last video. I still have to figure this out. The webcam has their own microphones, so I kind of just how do you say this, lowered the volume, so I hope that will work out and that you can still hear me correctly. Let me know how it works out, and of course if the the video is better now. Got a lot of reactions from my Dutch video and people mentioning that the image was better, the what they can see is just better, but unfortunately the sound was still a little bit off. So let me know if this is loud enough and if the sound isn't distorted in any way. Sorry about that. I'm going to be filming a few videos today because unfortunately tomorrow and Thursday morning I won't have the time for that. I will most likely look at the Netherlands, Belgium and Germany, and I will place that video on Thursday, and Friday I will look at a few other countries, and I just hope that I'll be able to do that today. So you're probably going to see me a lot in this t-shirt. That just doesn't mean that I've been wearing it for 3 days. It just means that I've been recording it all on the same day. So just telling you this up front. And in this video, I first want to start with articles I've read. This was very interesting. This article is from May the 4th of May. And this has to do with links to video calls from the German army. They've been on the internet for months. And this information came out after Die Zeit, which is like a German newspaper, found these links. These are from like secret enclosed meetings for the German army. So I just want to say Dutch army, but it's not the Dutch, it's the Germans. They really know how to keep that safety going there. So apparently they have found 6,000 links to these secret, very secret. That's why they're throwing it online, all those links, because it's so secret. A lot of these meetings that apparently the German army had, and apparently they've closed it now. They finally closed the leak, but it's just amazing what they're doing there. Another thing that is very interesting is that the Paris Olympics defense system mistakes air conditioners for drones. The 350 million euro automated system designed to protect outdoor events at the games confuses propellers on air conditioning units with drone hardware. This is a 350 million euro system. It's working perfectly fine, obviously. So, yeah. This is going to be fun. So much money spent on this, and they cannot separate air conditioning units with drones. It's perfect. The other thing I wanted to talk about, this is a Dutch article, but I think this is very important that this is coming out about the Netherlands, and I'm sure in other countries this is also hopefully being followed with other examples. This is how do you say that? Let's just figure that one out. Let's see. An official. So this is like someone working in an official capacity for the government. And this is a former official on a very high level. And this was at the time of Iraq. And of course those so-called weapons that were there. And this official was asked to represent, what kind of communication plan the Dutch government should have. Well, he wanted more transparency about what was going on. His name is Hans Siepel. But the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Jaap de Hoop Scheffer, didn't want that. Because he wanted to become Secretary General of the NATO. Similar to what is happening now, of course, with Rutte in the Netherlands, our former Prime Minister, who's trying to get that job of NATO job and obviously wants the support of America. So at that time, the Netherlands was just supporting America because Jaap de Hoop Scheffer wanted that job. And that's how it works in politics. It's not about transparency or being open to your people. No, it's about getting your job. I'm very glad that this is now coming out and people are hearing about this, especially from people that are in the know, that know what has really been going on. Another thing that I actually looked at, and I'm not going to show the card reading. I don't think it's that interesting for other people, you know, that are not Dutch. But of course, we are still trying to form this new government. And they're talking and talking, all these parties, and just keep talking. And again, something leaked. Someone showed the formation agreement that they have, or at least what they want to agree on. And there were some points on that they really want to look at the refugees, and they were going to be very strict about that. And it's very interesting. Things have leaked before here in the Netherlands with the formation in another time that had to do with a function of a certain person that they really wanted somewhere else. And of course, because it came out, they couldn't get rid of this person anymore. And he's also happened to be one of the parties involved in getting into the new government. So this is just interesting that this was leaked. To be honest, I didn't even want to look at it, but I thought, well, I might as well just look at the energy. And what I've got, it's most likely a white hat operation. And also this was very interesting because it has to do with refugees. You know, we have a lot of law came into play now that city councils have to be forced to take in refugees. It's just getting a mess here. I know in other countries it is horrible as well. There's just no real regulations going on, and just bringing in all those people, and they just have to be placed, they have to be paid for. It's just really getting out of hand. And so they made sure that it came out that they were very strict about that. Apparently, if this government's going to be formed, it's going to be one of the most important things that they're going to focus on. But we'll have to wait and see if it's actually going to be formed. I don't think if it is, it's going to last very long, but like I said, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not even that interested in that because there are so many puppets still running around there. And as long as these puppets are there, you know, we don't really are going to have these changes because these puppets, you know, they are kind of following along as well. So this was interesting. What I got from the cards was that the future was focused on sadness. We have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, which is children. And we do know, especially people that are obviously, you know, really looking into this, the community, that a lot of these refugees, they're children. They are being placed somewhere. You can really get, you know, make them disappear very easily because they don't have any papers. No one's going to know where they are or check them or do anything about that. So this has to do with children as well. So this is going to put things in motion. That's the feeling I'm getting, that later on along the line, these things are going to come out as well. So I'm not sure how it's really going to shape up, but it's important that people see this. If the government is going to be formed or not, we'll have to wait and see. But this ultimately will put other things into motion. I thought that was very interesting, and I was not expecting that from the card reading, to be very honest. The second thing I looked at is what's going on now in Israel, in the Middle East, because Israel has started to move into Rafah and take over that side of the border. And at the same time, the group in Gaza, it starts with an H, they have an A, they have an M, they have an A, they have an S. Wanted to agree with the ceasefire agreement that's been going on, and Israel is kind of just not following that anymore, didn't agree with that. But it's really changing perspective now because America's not very happy with Israel, and I also shared some clips of people in Israel standing up against their government. They want to stop this at once. They want the ceasefire. And they want to exchange the hostages. They want to stop all the things that are happening there right now. So there are a lot of people standing up there. So It's very important also to emphasize that when I'm talking about the Israel government, I'm really talking about the dark energies there. The people in Israel don't want this. They don't want this to continue. So Netanyahu is losing support, and I think that's important. He's losing support from his own people, and he's losing support from America. And I do think things are going to keep, changing there. And the cards I've got a yes card, the Ace of Pentacles. So to me, it's kind of like, I think this is also what's happening there is put into motion. I do believe that the Whiteheads are, doing things there as well. We've got the Moon card as the central card. So not everything is what it seems. And when I was talking about this yes card, I also saw the yes card again, the Ace of Swords in the past. So to me, this feels like there are things put into motion and purposely done, and not everything is what it seems. And then we have the Queen of Cups underneath the Moon. So this is about getting people connected again. But for the future, we have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. So it will still be confusing. I do believe that's what I was just thinking about. What was the yes? But I do believe that ultimately the ceasefire will happen. That's the yes to me. So I do think Whiteheads are working with that to get that done. It's not going to be immediately. I do believe that Israel is there's going to be more, and I'm talking about the dark energies here. I'm not talking about everyone in Israel. Dark energies, the puppets there. This is a card of there are no winners, and ultimately this is just a losing situation. There's going to be confusion. I do think Israel is going to try to manipulate things. The dark energies in Israel are going to try to manipulate things and this grim power play. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to lead to anything really. It's just showing people really where they stand. He's losing support, Netanyahu, in Israel. And I do think that this will lead to a ceasefire ultimately. And this will stop. But also remember, not everything is what it seems. I think that's very, very important cards to understand. So what we see may not be everything that's really going on. So like I said, it's not going to be immediately, shown. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's still going to be a lot of grim power play. But ultimately, I do believe that the ceasefire will happen, especially with the Ace of Pentacles as the first card. So I'd like to leave that is. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.